Okay, we're working on ELA introductory phrases, which is this one right here, okay? So see how there's 3 posts? These 2 are for your ELA project. Click on this first one. Open up the ClassKick and start logging in. Our learning target for today. Thank you. Identify introductory phrases and connect them to complete sentences using a comma. Okay, so yesterday we were using words and commas. Today we're using commas, okay? So we're going to read the instructions in the assignment and study the examples. So when you open it up, it should look like, and when you open it up and log in, it should look like this. We did this in the wrong order. We were supposed to do social studies. We'll do social studies after this, okay? My bad. I'm getting ahead of myself.
There's only one.
Quickly. Okay, so when you open it up, it should look like this. Yes, Ariana? With this one? The whole page? When did you get started? Well, good for you. Okay, go on, Lexia. Alright, ready? Introductory phrases. These are the instructions. Introductory phrases can be added to the beginning of a complete sentence. So that means you're introducing the sentence. While some are short, others are long. Use a comma after an introductory phrase to connect it to complete a sentence. An introductory phrase is not a complete sentence by itself. It must be connected to a complete sentence using a comma in order for it to make sense. So for example, when the bell rang, comma, I walked home. If you finish your dinner, comma, you may have a donut. Although it was late, comma, we weren't tired. Okay, so this is the introductory phrase. This is introducing the rest of the phrase, the rest of the sentence. Okay, let's scroll down. Use a comma after an introductory phrase that begins a sentence. During the program, comma, we listened to the children sing. Before we ate lunch, comma, we played a game. So you're going to use the pen tool. So click on the pen tool right here. Okay. You can pick a color, whatever color your heart desires. And let's draw a comma in each sentence after the introductory phrase. Okay, so number 1. Between you and me, strawberry ice cream is my favorite. Dylan, where should we put the comma? Where does it split the 2 parts?
Strawberry ice cream.
Right here?
Uh-huh.
So between you and me, strawberry, comma, ice cream is my favorite. You're close. Right here. Between you and me, comma, strawberry ice cream is my favorite. Okay, so draw it in with your pen tool. Just a comma. Give me a thumbs up once you've got it, and we can go on to number 2. Noah, you got it? Okay, number 2. After the heavy rain in our yard was very muddy. After the heavy rain, our yard was very heavy. So where does it split the 2 sentences, the 2 parts? Dylan?
Between rain and out.
After the heavy rain, comma, our yard was very muddy. Do you agree with Dylan?
Yes.
I do too. Good job, Dylan. Okay, draw it in. And then number 3. Number 3. As much as I hate to admit it, I kind of like my little sister. where should we put our comma? Go.
I just wanted to say that I'm done.
Okay.
That's weird.
As much as I hate to admit it, I kind of like my little sister. Merle, where should we put our comma? Number 3.
In between, as you can say, admit.
Admit.
I admit it.
It. As much as I hate to admit it, comma, I kind of like my little sister. Do you agree with Merle?
Yes.
Yes, I do too. Good job, Merle. Okay, write it in. Number 4. Before we go any further, we need to be sure that we have the right directions. Ledger,
I'm done.
Lexia, Noah, Lexia. Okay, where should we put our comma? Before we go any further, we need to be sure that we have the right directions. Dylan?
Between further and we.
So before we go any further, comma, we need to be sure that we have the right directions? Yes, good job, Dylan. Okay, number 5. If all else fails, we can try to glue that toy back together. If all else fails, we can try to glue the toy back together. Where should we put our comma? Where does it split the two phrases? Dylan? If all else fails, we can try to glue the toy back together.
Fails we.
Fails and we. If all else fails, comma, we can try to glue the toy back together. Good. Okay, we have 3 more. Can I erase and scroll down?
That's mine.
You got it, Mohammed?
That's what Oak was.
Okay, 6, 7, 8, ready? 6, before we enter the home of Mr. Chow, we should take off our shoes. Where should our comma go? Before we enter the home of Mr. Chow, we should take off our shoes.
We should take Chow and we.
Ledger? Chow and we.
Chow.
So before we enter the home of Mr. Chow, comma, we should take off our shoes. Good. Okay, 7.
I'm done.
After we finish eating dinner, Mom and Dad are taking us out for ice cream. Dylan?
I'm done.
Was 7 and 8? Okay, go on back to you. Marley?
Mom and Dad are taking us to ice cream.
Okay, so where should the comma go?
In between driving on.
Right here. So after we finish eating dinner, Mom and Dad are taking us out for ice cream. You're close. Because I think Mom and Dad is going to be connected with this. Mom and Dad are taking us out for ice cream. So after we finish eating dinner,
Mom and Dad
are taking us out for ice cream.
ice cream.
Thank you.
You can do it in
Okay, last one.
street.
Before you cross the street, you should look both ways. Dylan, what did you say?
Street and you.
Street and you, so right there.
Mm-hmm.
Before you cross the street, comma, you should look both ways. Good.
Log me in.
Got it?
It's not logging in.
Okay. Do you feel more comfortable with using commas to break apart phrases? Okay. Let's do 5 minutes of Lexia and then we'll get started on social studies.